If you want to fill up that empty space in your 2021 or newer Broncos modular front bumper with a functional and stylish mod, these Oracle triple LED fog lights in white will be a great option to consider. Now, adding lighting to the bumper is very popular when it comes to assisting with extra visibility at night, especially in inclement weather, and this kit is going to do exactly that for the Bronco owner looking to add that extra safety to their setup. In addition to the function that you're getting with these, you're also getting more of that off-road look with the triple LED setup on either side. This will feature a pre-assembled design with a completely bolt-in bracket and outer housing and 3 LED fog lights per side with a more dynamic step-down design to the lighting. Now, each of the lights will feature, again, that bright white light coming from the high-intensity LEDs and the projector-style inner lenses to create a very concentrated beam pattern for good visibility. Now, talking about brightness, these will emit roughly 6,000 lumens collectively, and to put that into perspective, a lot of aftermarket headlights are roughly in that 4,000 lumen range, so these are going to be incredibly bright for a set of fog lights. These will also include small bolt-on detailing in the inner black housing. It's going to elevate the look of the mod when it comes to that tough off-road aesthetic. Now, the brackets and the lighting will be built tough and hold up very well, which is especially good with the location that they're mounted in. Now, starting off with the brackets here, these are going to be made of a full steel construction that will match with the bumper, and not only with the toughness, but also with the finish as well, creating a seamless look and protecting the materials underneath from any rusting. Now, the lights will also be tough with an aluminum housing on the back. They're going to have a tough lens on the front and an IP68 dust and waterproof rating to keep some peace of mind, which is a little bit of a step up than the more common IP67. Now, not to mention, this kit won't require any modification at all and will just bolt right into your current bumper, and all of the wiring is going to be routed already for you, and you get a full wiring harness, making it super straightforward. Now, this kit will come in at roughly $375, and I think that that's a pretty good price for what you're getting. Now, compared to other solutions like auxiliary pod lighting or other accessory lighting, this is going to be put together and is bolt-in, taking a lot of question out of the install while getting an incredibly bright set of lights. And not to mention, this is going to look incredibly finished, like it came there right from the factory, making it well worth that price point. Now, install again will be straightforward at a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about an hour to get these bolted up and wired up. Now, at this point, we can head over to the shop and check out a detailed breakdown of the install and what it looks like step by step. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
For this install, you will need a ratchet, a T40 Torx bit, and a 10mm socket. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be installing some fog lights on our Bronco, so let's get started. So we're going to start things off with our wiring harness just to get everything in place for that. And first thing we're going to do is grab our switch, and we're going to run that through the firewall into our cab so we can access our switch and turn our fog lights on and off. Now, the easiest way to do that is if you come right over here next to your brake booster, there is a harness grommet that goes through the firewall into the cab, and you can kind of just give that a push on the side of it, and it will kind of open up enough to get your switch through. And then once the switch is through, it comes back, creates a good enough seal. You don't have to worry about anything. So that's what we're going to do right now. Give that a good push, get some clearance, and we're going to send our switch right through that into our cab. And once we have it through, we'll go ahead and feed some wire so we can have some slack to mount our switch. So now there is a fuse in this harness, and for just safety practices while we're installing this, we're going to go ahead and remove that fuse, set it up here out of the way. That prevents any false grounding or any power surges or anything like that while we're hooking everything up to our battery. So we'll go ahead, pop up our positive terminal protector. We're going to grab our 10mm socket on our ratchet and go ahead and pull one of these terminal nuts off. Grab our positive wire here, set that in place, and we're going to replace our nut, and we'll tighten that back down. Close this back up. Then we'll go ahead and do the same thing for our negative wire over here. And again, tighten that back down. So along with the fuse, this harness also comes with a relay here. It does come with a little screw-on mounting tab. You can feel free to find a spot to mount this wherever you'd like, depending on how you want to clean up your harness and make it look. That's kind of your own deal. Be creative with it, tuck it, loom it, get it out of the way as best you feel. For demonstration purposes, we're actually not going to mount ours just because it doesn't affect any operation of our lights here. So we'll go ahead and get this tucked aside, just out of the way for now. And we still want to have access to our fuse block right here, so we'll leave that up. And then we can go ahead and drop our connectors down for our fog lights themselves. So now we'll get our passenger side one run over here. We're going to keep it out of the way of our fan or any hot parts for now, and we'll get that dropped down. We'll grab our driver's side one here. We're going to take our connector and run it right between our body and our HVAC lines here. And you can see light if you're looking down directly where I'm looking. You want to kind of just drop that down in that general area. And you can actually reach under where the fog light's going to go. Kind of feel where your connector is going to come through. Might take a few tries to get it in the right spot. So now once you have that down through to where the fog light's going to be, you can reach through here. We're going to pull this down and then back behind here and let it hang down for now, just so when we install our lights, we'll be able to access and easily plug our harness in, and we can tuck everything back in once we're done. Then we'll go ahead and do the same thing for the other side. So now we've come inside our cab here, and we're going to go ahead and get our switch and get it mounted. So we're going to reach directly back from our hood latch release here. And you're going to reach all the way to your firewall, and you'll feel that grommet in your switch. So you can go ahead and grab that, and just pull out enough slack to get it mounted. Now you can mount this wherever you want. It is simply got an adhesive backing here, so we're going to remove that cover. We're going to mount ours right in between our parking brake and our hood latch release. Just kind of keeps it out of the way, but keeps it accessible as well. We'll stick that on. And this is a simple on-off switch. The red light will come on when it's off, and the green light for when they are on. All right, so now that we have everything else in place, it's time to go ahead and get our fog lights mounted. So what we're going to do is come right under here and remove these 3 T40 Torx screws. So we'll grab our T40 Torx bit on our ratchet and go ahead and run those out. Once we have those out, go ahead and grab our fog light. We're going to tuck that right back here behind our bumper. Make sure we don't hit our harness or anything. Go ahead, get our mounting points in position. We're going to reuse those Torx screws. We're going to go right back in where they came out. We'll go ahead and tighten them right back down. Once we have those tightened down, we can go ahead and grab our connectors here. And go ahead and get those plugged in. Make sure that seat's nice and proper. You can go ahead and tuck your harness up out of the way and secure that however you see fit. You just don't want to hang it down to catch on anything. Then once you have it done for this side, you can go ahead and repeat the same process for the other side. So now once you have everything connected and secured, you can go ahead and grab that fuse that you pulled out of your fuse block earlier. Go ahead and reinstall that. Make sure it seats nice and proper. Close the cover back up, and you're good to go.
So that's going to wrap it up for my review and the install of the Oracle Triple LED Fog Light Kit in white, fitting all 2021 and newer Ford Broncos with the modular front bumper. And remember, for all things Bronco, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.